Almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Dances away from 1. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This time they'll go to the running game. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw, it's Lester. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Using the quick game. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Grove. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance. Middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Leaves it with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Field goal is good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with...
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
how nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Jet sweep to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the end.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lester. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Lester. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're trying to get to it. He's got it for the touchdown, and now they need the two-point conversion.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Listen to this crowd. Absolutely going nuts, trying to will their defense to stop the two. Pocket starts to collapse. Avoids pressure. He is in there, and he's got the two, and we are all tied up here deep in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. You've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Come on, man up.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He is stopped short on 4th and goal in overtime, and the gamble blows up in their face.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on 1st down. He makes a grab. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
Of plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game be decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.